Audio Jungle.
Good afternoon and welcome to episode 3 of James Dixon Daily News. The headlines this afternoon. We will be having a feature all about Google Classroom. We will be going to our wellbeing correspondent, Mrs. Thomas. And finally, the return of an old friend to James Dixon. And this afternoon's first feature is all about Google Classroom. We're so pleased to see so many of you doing some great work using Google Classroom. We do, however, appreciate that you might have one or two issues with Google Classroom. And because of that, we will be sending out a Google form to you via text. If you click the link on the text, it will take you to a Google form that allows you to state any issues that you're currently having with Google Classroom. Now, when we receive that form, we'll be able to send it to our technical support team and they will look at your issue. Now, a lot of the issues can be about passwords. So quite often a password might need changing, and this will take us a little time to do. So we do ask you to bear with us and give us 48 hours to get your password organized or deal with any other issues that you might be having. We understand that it can be frustrating and you would like to get onto Google Classroom straight away, but please bear with us. We'll deal with your issue as soon as we can. And our next item this afternoon involves well-being. We at James Dixon are very aware and concerned about everybody's well-being, both in school and at home. So we'll be introducing a new feature called Wellbeing Watch, and for this we're going to go to our wellbeing correspondent, Mrs. Thomas.
Thank you, Mr. Entwistle. We're going to be thinking about positive well-being, and there are 5 ways we can support this. Connecting with others, being physically active, learning new skills, giving to others, and paying attention, being mindful. So, let's see how you've done today. Give yourself 1 point if you've made a comment on Google Classroom. Did you take part in a PE lesson today? That's another point for being physically active. If you've completed tasks on Google Classroom, that's 1 point for learning a new skill. Have you helped out at home today? Don't worry, it's not too late. Once you have, that's another point. And finally, did you watch Mrs. Aldred's assembly? Did you pause for thought? Well done, 1 more point. If you got 5 points, then congratulations, you're taking great care of your mental health. Now, back to the studio to Mr. Entwistle.
Thank you, Mrs. Thomas. Mrs. Thomas, our wellbeing correspondent there. And finally this afternoon, James Dixon welcomed an old friend back today. Mrs. Brusky made her first day teaching coming back from maternity leave. Things have been a little bit different, but Mrs. Brusky tells me she's had a fantastic day and is looking forward to the weeks ahead. And that brings us to the end of this afternoon's edition of James Dixon Daily News. I sincerely hope we will see you tomorrow. Signing off, Mr. Entwistle, good afternoon.
Audio Jungle.